Every once in a while I get a message from somebody on Facebook or YouTube wanting to send me a blaster, whether it's something they want to see a tag back on or a mod guide on and so forth. And when these messages come up, they're generally nothing that looks like this. What the heck is this thing? Well, it's one of the coolest long shots I've ever seen. This is from John. John messaged me and said, "Hey, I live nearby. Can I stop by on my way down to Armageddon in LA and drop off a couple of blasters because I'm getting married and I need to pare down?" And why not? I mean, I've got places to store them, so yeah, stop on by. And he did, and he gave me quite a few goodies. Some blasters I've wanted for a very long time that I don't think he realized how much I wanted, and then a couple of his custom projects. And this is one I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to when he gave it to me. In fact, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take long shot, right on. I don't want it to go to waste, so. And I didn't realize at first how heavily modified this thing was. Now, internally, it's almost bone stock, which is good because that means I get to do a lot of work to it. Nothing really to go over on the back here, but on the front, well, it's almost completely different, starting with this rail right here. Now, normally there's kind of a carry handle here, but that's gone, and instead we've got this entirely too long tactical rail to put on whatever accessory your heart could wish. It's got 3 individual end strike rails, and it is absolutely beautiful. You can even see where this part right here is made just to fully utilize that negative space, and it looks awesome. And then it has the nice little rounded part right here where, oh, it's just beautiful. I did not see everything he had did when I first picked this up, and over the last couple of days I've been able to go over it and see everything he has done. The front pieces right here are from a Vulcan, and they're epoxied on, and they look beautiful, and they give it a nice little barrel shroudish look, although obviously that's on the barrel. This is, which is of course from the Longshot front gun. A lot of people do this because it looks really tactical. I don't know if this is necessarily going to stay with what I have in plan for it, but it does look pretty darn awesome, and it's good to have a nice, big, huge orange barrel with an otherwise milsim looking paint job. But then underneath, we've got, well, no bipod. There's another tactical rail to put on a foregrip or whatever you would wish. Which is one of my first problems, because if that means I want to put on, say, a pump action grip, well, normally those use the spaces from the bipod, or the bipod itself, so with that being gone, it makes my life just a little bit harder. And then, other than that, there's absolutely nothing done to this, so it does need to have like a, well, I'm going to say artifact breach installed with, of course, lots of little pieces, and I need to figure out how to put a pump action grip on this thing. But it's a pretty darn cool mod, and considering he tells me that he has basically no room to work, and on top of that, the materials he used are just just crazy stuff. He used wood, actually, for these pieces right here, which run along the entire front of the blaster, so, then you can even see wood right up here on the rail. Not that that's in a place where it would break or anything like that, it's just kind of weird how there's wood there. If I did have one criticism and one thing that I kind of have to get his feedback on, maybe I'll have him around when I do this, but a lot of this putty up at the front here is not sanded, which is a shame, because there's a lot that could have been done to make this look even better. Now, thankfully, he has made it in a way that it can be completely disassembled, but all of this putty is driving me nuts. It's such a beautiful blaster, but if you get too close to it, you can see the putty, and it kind of drives me nuts. And it's all painted over. He did a good job about that, but I really want to go over and sand it down with a Dremel and get it nice and shapely, and then give it another paint job, which is a shame because this paint job is pretty darn good. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't look like it had too much clear coat on it because it has scuff in a lot of places, especially on the edges here. That's too bad, but that can always be fixed with some kind of Gundam marker silver and make it look like it's battle scarred. But I just wanted to show off somebody else's ingenuity here, because this is a really cool looking blaster. It feels good in the hand, this feels natural to hold, and I haven't put any kind of foregrip attachment or anything on it, but it just looks and feels nice. And the fact that he just gave me something that he obviously spent a lot of time working on, That is nuts. I mean, I can say what I want about the paint job, but I can't do details like that. It's never gonna happen. So I'm really, really thankful to John for handing this off to me. And of course, there's a lot more projects that he's given me that I get to review in the coming days. So look forward to that. Also, I wish there was a stock block on it, because there isn't. It just collapses right in if you let it. Aha! Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Walcom S7, and I hope to see you in an entirely different one.